I understand this question is on the socials, and we want to know why. Why do women get upset with the question, what do you bring to the table?
Are you poor?
I'm sorry?
Are you poor?
Am I poor?
Mm-hmm.
No? I'm asking a question. Like,
Okay.
we got to be poor to ask that question?
Kind of.
Explain.
What?
Because if you looked at me and you saw me, you knew that you wanted me. You're approaching me off rip. What
Probably
does that,
sexually.
I don't think so. But what does that have to do with what I bring to the table? You knew that you saw me and you liked me. So why do you need to know what I bring to the table? You saw me and you liked me.
If I see you...
Whoa. Let them go. I want to hear everything they have to say.
Yes, because we're being poised and we're taking turns.
If I see you and I like you, that's purely physical, correct?
I mean, it depends.
What does it depend on?
It depends on the circumstance.
I'm going off I'm going off what you look like. So that's physical.
You could have met me in the library with a little librarian sweater on.
That don't mean
okay,
I
like
know.
her mind.
I don't know nothing else about you.
So because you're in the library, I like.
First of all, I'd like to, if she's bringing something physical to the table, then you know what the fuck she brought to the table. The physical.
Oh, titties and ass.
That you asked it to the table, did you not? That's what she said.
That's all she got.
I didn't ask it to the table.
You invited it to the table.
No,
don't say that's all.
Nobody invited it.
This is like people that ask for $20 and then when you ask for it back, they like, oh, you mad about your little funky $20. Don't say, oh, this is all you got. This is what you asked, so you knew what it was.
If I'm seeing ass and titties, I'm invited to the bedroom, not the table.
But
you don't make it to the table.
So then why are you asking about the table? Why you not asking what you bring to the bedroom?
Because after we get past the ass and titties, now we want to know what else is behind this ass and titties.
But
then
are
you should have
taking the time to get to know me,
right?
To figure that out.
That's why we asked that question.
Should we waste our time getting to know you if you bring no value?
Why is that a waste of time? Are you hiring? Like
no, men are the one that's risking themselves in a relationship more than a woman is.
How?
Because we're the one that's spending our time, money, and resources and protecting y'all.
Women have money. Women have time.
Y'all
they
wanna
have to
spend
get
your
the
money.
same thing that you have to
No,
spend.
y'all don't.
If you worried about money, then you could dig
It's
up
not
the
about
bones
money,
of
it's about
Benjamin
everything
Franklin
else.
and sleep with him.
Come on.
Wasn't it you that said earlier today that women do not pay on first dates, right?
I said women shouldn't pay on first dates.
So that means men's supposed to pay on the first date, correct?
Mm-hmm. That's what I would prefer.
Paying on first date. What you
That doesn't mean
you're not risking.
What does that have to do with what I'm bringing
You're
to
not
the
risking
table?
anything on that
Obviously,
first
whatever
date.
you asked to come to the table is what I'm bringing.
Long story short, you approached me. You could have left me alone, and I
So
would have done
because I approach you, I don't have the right to know what else you're gonna give me in with
I just
being
feel like if you're
in a
approaching
relationship.
I just feel like if you're approaching the table based on ass and titties and whatever else you saw that you might have liked, you're already doing it backwards.
Well, I mean,
we
you gotta
keep
get
up-
to know you.
Yeah,
You need somebody based
like-
off attraction,
But you
correct?
don't need to get to know my vagina first.
If that's what you offering first, I'm gonna take it.
But that's not what they offered. You asked for that to come.
You said what attracted us.
Nobody offered it to you. You said, "Hey, I like you. Come to the table with me." And then when I get
No,
to
ain't nobody said come to the table. Don't speak for the men. Ain't nobody said come to the table to me.
nobody-
He said come to the bedroom with me. That's different.
Okay, so then
What
what's
do
the
you
table
bring to the
about? Do you
bed
have
and what do
tables
you
in
bring
your
to the
bedroom?
table is two different
Do
things.
you
like-
have tables in your bedroom?
No.
So what is the question about?
Okay, so after we done, you put your clothes back on. Now let's talk.
We at a table now, or
Yeah,
we still
at-
in the bed?
We at a table.
No, we not at the table. We asking why should y'all even come to the table?
Why are we
Why did you
starting
ask?
in bed? Like,
What you mean? Because men want to build long-term relationships with women outside of
am I
sex.
starting in the bed?
Here's the problem.
It doesn't
with
matter
that
where we
question.
start. It's how we
Y'all
finish.
Here's
It's
the
how we
problem
finish.
with that question. You fast tracking everything. If you're not hiring me for a job, why am I answering to you what I bring to the table? Either you're gonna take
Why
your
wouldn't I-
time,
when you
either you're
wanna
gonna
know-
take your time to get to know me and figure out
Why would I wait?
what it is that I bring, or
So let me ask you a
you
question.
don't really want me to be here.
What questions are you asking on the first date?
do you have kids? Do you have
Why-
a job?
Okay.
Is there somebody that thinks they're in a relationship with you at this point in time?
Right. I'm not gonna sit there and ask you what you bring to the table because I'll
Because you're
find
not
out
rich.
throughout
Do you have a
discussion.
job? Do you have a job? Right.
That's one of them. Don't
All right.
don't bypass do you have kids and everything else.
All right. You ain't got no kids. Do you have a job? He said, yeah, I have a job. Is that the end of that?
No, obviously I gotta ask more questions to get to know the person.
Exactly. That's
But
what
you
we
don't
want to hear.
start
That's basically what you bring to
don't
the
start
table.
off
That's
a-
basically the female version of
Right,
what you
but
bring
you
to
don't
the
just
table.
start off what you bring to the table.
All right, but
Nigga,
Nobody
how much
ever
you
said.
paying?
Nobody ever said we
that.
started
How
off
much
like that.
you paying? I'll bring whatever you paying
we
for.
obviously not starting off on what you bring to the table. We just said that we starting off.
Well, you
on
asked
something
why
else.
women get upset because it takes away from you actually trying to take your time to get to know me and ask any
It
other
doesn't.
question.
It doesn't.
does.
It makes us want
How
to
you
invest
know?
our
You a
time.
woman?
No, I'm a man.
asked
I'm
why
a man, and I
women get
asked.
upset.
I asked the women that get offended this question.
Right,
if you
but
get offended,
how do you know
listen.
why it
anybody
offends
that gets
women and what it
offended
takes
by this
away from
question,
them?
listen. Anybody that gets
Y'all
offended
sound
by this
offended
question,
right now.
yo, Jew. Let me.
No, because to me,
Hold on. Anybody that can't answer this question, male or female, confidently, doesn't have any true value to bring to the table. I ain't gonna hold
But
you.
who said that
That's
we
right.
couldn't answer
It
it because we
sounded
don't want to
like-
answer
Yeah,
it?
so why
But to
can't
me,
you
it
answer
sounds
it?
like
If
the
you with
question
some white woman in
comes-
the store and she's like, "Oh, you stole my phone," and she's like, "Show me your phone to prove you didn't steal
That's
it."
a false equivalency.
No, because you don't have to
That's
answer
a
the
false
question. That doesn't
equivalency.
mean that you're an actual thief. You don't have to answer.
That's
So
a
yeah,
false
so
equivalency.
It's the audacity of asking the question that's a
Your
problem.
problem with the question is being asked too soon. Is what you're saying?
It's being asked at all.
But
Take
you
your
just said you
time.
asking what's his
Take
job, his
your
occupation,
time.
what does he do, how much he
Take
making,
your
all that
time
stuff.
and get to know a person. Don't
To
come
me-
out to me.
Why
Okay,
would I
so
have
That's
to
the
my-
follow-up
time?
questions.
No,
That's the
that's
follow.
the follow-up
Alright.
questions you got.
So what's the
My
follow?
issue-
What's the
asking a
follow-up to?
plethora of
What's the follow-up?
questions.
What's the follow-up to? What do you do for a living?
I'm asking a plethora of questions.
I'm
I could
listening.
ask you what's your favorite
I'm
color.
listening.
That don't have nothing to do with what you bring to the table. I'm asking things to get to know a
Oh,
person.
so we just got to mask it, is what you're saying?
I just
So
feel like
so
to me,
so men are wrong for being more
No.
direct.
Hold on,
It's
let me
not
go.
that. To me, it just feels like, why are we asking this question after you done tried to touch my body? Like if
Who
you were
touched
actually
your body?
because y'all said you're
Did
inviting
Y'all
the person
brought
to
that
the
up.
bedroom.
Y'all said that it was
Did
attractive.
y'all
Y'all
not
said
just say it
ass
was
and
about
titties. We never
attractive?
said that.
You
We
said
just
I'm
agreed.
inviting you to the
Y'all not say it was
bedroom.
about
Y'all
attractive.
said
You
that.
guys
If we
mentioned
see you,
it.
we're
No,
attracted
I
to you.
didn't
Yes,
mention that.
physically, yes. But
One of
what
y'all
else
said it.
besides attraction do you bring to the table?
But y'all basically putting attraction as all like I wanted to see you, I wanted to touch your body, I wanted.
Nobody's
one hand
gonna
on
touch
your
your
body.
body.
Everybody
Like,
knows physical attraction is the first step to progressing into anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you gonna see an ugly nigga and be like, oh my god, I want to be with that nigga. Like,
This is very true.
My thing is, women have all these standards for men. Women love
Keep it
police.
real
Wait,
on this
hold on, Keen. Women love policing men's standards, right? Anytime, especially a black man, let a black man have some standards. I.e., I want you to have kids. I want you to be in shape. I want you to be feminine. Y'all start going crazy, start going
facts.
ham. As soon as we ask the question, yo, what is worth? What do you bring to the table, right? Then becomes an issue. Like y'all can ask us 1,000,001 questions and we got to answer it. We got to prove to y'all that we
shit straight to
providers.
the point. That
We
shit
got to
just
prove to
cut
y'all that we
everything off.
providers, that we masculine, that we assertive, that we could be leaders.
Now we got
rip.
6 figures.
protectors, no, I mean,
Exactly. Like,
it's
and we
giving-
can't even ask y'all one simple question without y'all getting offended.
It's giving someone hurt me and I'm bitter.
That's
what it's giving.
That's the easy way
Honestly, nobody said we're
No,
getting
that's
so
I'm smart.
offended.
I'm
don't
smart,
think
and
that is
I want to use my time valuably. Like, so I'm asking the right questions. That's
Okay.
what it's giving. If you really want to ask, like, if you can't answer that, then that's a red flag, and I'm gonna move on to the next.
Oh,
But go
Thanks.
ahead, do what you want.
All right, well then, all right. Like that's
doing
what I'm
everybody a
saying. Like, if
favor.
y'all can't answer that question, then it's something
nobody
y'all
said
don't
that
bring
they couldn't
value.
answer.
We
You
not-
asked why
we-
women would get offended,
we
so I
not-
gave you
because
reasons
y'all don't-
why. Because
we
you're
not-
trying to fast track the process of getting to know
it's
somebody.
not. It's not
Nobody said we couldn't
fast-tracking.
answer. Nobody said we don't have anything to add. You're fast tracking
It's
the
not
process as if we're on an
fast-tracking.
interview for a job.
So I'm asking
Like,
you, is it
as
the way?
if-
Is it the way that the question is asked that bothers
Yes.
women?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
And
rela-
you're fast tracking the process. Like,
The same way-
Realistically, me being a man and asking that question to females, I honestly believe that they don't have shit to offer.
Why do you call women
Oh.
females?
Y'all can't even answer what y'all have to offer.
did you
like,
ask it?
What are you talking about?
You
what do y'all
asked
bring
why
to the table?
women got offended,
What do
and
you
I
bring to the
answered.
table? Like,
We never
You never asked the
We asked
question.
why they get offended
Right.
by that.
okay,
Right.
but obviously enough men are asking this question for y'all to get offended, right?
No, that has nothing. Nigga, you just asked
So,
us why do women get offended.
that's
I
how-
answered.
Okay, why do women get offended by a question that majority of the men are asking, right?
I feel like we answered this question already. and
Okay,
you're
so
just
then
not
why
accepting
are
it.
you trying to police what we can ask or what we can't ask?
I didn't say you couldn't ask. I told you why women
just
get
not
offended.
asking
You're not.
me.
You're not comprehending.
That's
and
the
it's-
point. You can ask your
problematic.
question. You're just
Okay.
not asking me that question.
Okay, so
Like,
y'all want,
you
yeah, so y'all
got
being
anything to say?
specific.
You got anything to say on this subject?
I mean, I thought relationships were like y'all was supposed to build together. You take time. You get
Ain't no
to know
building
each other,
together.
the person.
There's no building together. Y'all women don't want to build together. Y'all want a man that's
First of
already
all,
established.
What women are you dealing with?
everybody
Bro, stop it.
together.
Stop
you
it.
can't
Right,
Stop
you're
it.
generalizing.
Stop it.
You're generalizing.
So y'all gonna sit here and act like women don't want men to already be established?
There-
We're not acting like anything. We answered the question. I'm poised.
All right, you're being
I'm
coy.
poised. Like, you asked the question, we answered it thoroughly to the best that
It
we
wasn't a
could.
good enough answer. That's why men keep
mean-
asking this question. I'm gonna keep telling men to keep asking this question. If they can't answer it
And
without
they
getting
gonna keep
offended,
asking the question,
then
and
y'all
they gonna
gonna
find the
move
ones
on
that
to the
don't
next.
answer it.
Move on to the next.
Even if I wasn't offended, it doesn't matter. You asked, we answered.
Okay, well then y'all don't get chosen. It's simple. simple. Like, you know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
you
Like,
think
that's
so?
it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Next question.
Men
Alright.
the thing is, men can go anywhere and find a wife. Women can't go anywhere and find a husband.
You think so?
Wow.
Where can y'all go outside of the United States and find you a husband that's going to do
Wow.
everything y'all
Where
y'all
have you
require?
been?
Baby.
Where have you been?
Give me an example.
Harlem?
Give me an example.
One night
give, give me an example.
Women can go anywhere and find a man.
No, y'all can't.
Oh,
no, y'all
you think so?
cannot. Give me an
This is
example.
disheartening.